Hello my beautiful friends, it is Julia here again from Made by the Chef, and first of all can I say a massive thank you to everybody that's been having a look at the videos, have been viewing the videos, that have been liking, sharing, that have seen me on Facebook, Instagram. I'm everywhere at Made by the Chef. I really appreciate, I'm incredibly grateful that you have been looking and viewing, and just want to say a huge thank you. So what have I got for you today? I have got a Cypriot classic. Yes, in Cyprus we call this Bulgur Kofte or koupes, and this is something my old nan used to make. I love her, God rest her soul. She was an amazing woman, this tiny little lady. She had this screechy little laugh and she was fantastic. She was an amazing cook, and she used to make these for us, and we'd go round and sit there waiting while she fried them in her knackered old aluminium battered and bruised pan, and then we would devour them with lemon juice. I love these things, and I can't wait to show you exactly how we're gonna make them. So what's going in there in our Bulgur Kofte? Well, we need bulgur. So what is bulgur? Bulgur is cracked wheat, okay? Not to be confused with couscous. So bulgur is cracked wheat. It just looks like jagged, old, square little bits of wheat. Now, this makes brilliant rice. So we're going to use it for the kofte. It's an essential ingredient because this is going to form the wall of the actual kofte. So what is kofte? It's just like a little meatball, really. But what's going to happen is this is the casing, and then in it is going to go mincemeat. So I've got some lamb mince here that I fried off with some salt, pepper, cinnamon, tiny little bit of olive oil, onion, parsley at the end. Done. So you just want some browned mince, and that is going to be your filling. So you want to get that prepared so that then it's going to cool off. Now with the bulgur, what are we going to do? We have to soak it. So what's going in the bulgur? Well, you need olive oil, okay? So I've got about 800 grams of bulgur here. So that equates to about 4 cups. Now these are my type of cups. So I'm using about 4 drinking glasses. Everything was always done in cups, like I've said to you before. My nan always did everything in cups, but just for the sake of measures, I've got about 800 grams and I'm using about 500 grams of mince meat. So if you want, you've got less mince meat, say 350 grams of mince meat, then you only need about a 500 gram pack of the bulgur. Now, I'm going to measure out my olive oil. So I'm going to put my 4 tablespoons of olive oil in here because I've got about 4 cups. So there we go, done. I'm also going to put my salt and pepper in there. So a nice little generous sprinkle of salt. I'm going to put some black pepper in there, and that's it. It's that simple. And then you're just going to mix that up. So mix up this mixture first before you add the water. So here's the water, and now I'm going to measure it. So really, I've got 800 grams of bulgur. I would use about 800 mils of water. So I'm actually going to go for the cup measure because I did measure it by cups. So I'm going to get that in there. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And this is hot water, yeah? So this kettle was boiled about 5 minutes ago. Now you want to just stir that up. And now what we're going to do, we're just going to cover that with a tea towel, or you can use cling film. And I'm going to set that aside to now soak and cool off. Right, my beautiful friends, I am back. And the bulgur has soaked off. And look at the size of my bowl. I love this bowl. This is like big time cooking. I used to run a catering business, and this was major cooking and major prep, right? Now, I'll put the bulgur in here because I've got quite a lot of it, and I'm just going to start kneading it. And what you're looking for is to just knead it and mush it down and squish it together in your hand. And you're just going to keep kneading it. And what you're going to do, you might need a little bit of flour. in order to bring it together and make it stick. It depends on the thickness of the type of bulgur that you've used. You can use the fine stuff as well, but sometimes that can go a little bit mushy. But I'm just gone for a medium cut, and I might need to add a little bit of flour just to really knead it together to create that mixture, that sticky mixture that I'm looking for. Right, so I'm kneading it, and what I've done, I've gone ahead and I've added a little bit of flour, and actually I found that my bulgur, it needed a bit more water, so I chucked a little bit more water in there as well. And this really is, this is the only thing about making bulgur kofte, is that you've got a little bit of trial and error with the actual dough. Once you get that right, you are good to go, because actually this is really quite a simple dish. It's very basic. The mincemeat is fried, you make up the bulgur dough, assemble them, fry them off. So simple. And what you look for is when it's fried, the actual bulgur itself will be quite crunchy. It's got this lovely crispy crunchiness on the outside. The wall is quite moist and soft. And then the inside, you've got that wonderful cinnamony mincemeat. So you can see I've kneaded the mixture. So I added a little bit more water. I added a bit of flour, and I've kneaded it. And now you can see the mixture's become quite mushy. It's become quite stiff. It's all stuck together. And that's really what you're looking for. You don't want it to be too loose. And I've kneaded that away. So it does take a little bit of elbow grease, but well worth it. So once you've done that, you've got to keep testing the mixture. So you test it, you take it in your hands like this. You're going to form a shape, look at that, like a sausage. And then you're going to push your hand in to see whether it sticks together. That's not too bad. So I might need that just a little bit more. But what you're looking for is, you want to cup your hand, make a little well in the centre, and then you're going to stuff it. And then what you want to know is, if you bring it together, will that stick? And well, yes it will. Yes it will, because that is going to be the shape of your kofte. Hello lovely friends, so I've had to have a little seat for this one because I'm going to be making these koftes. Now, I've got our dough. So once you've reached that point where the dough has kind of become this sticky little mess, but you know, all stuck together, then you know you're ready. So you just add as much flour as you think you need, and you know, add a little bit of water, and just keep kneading it until it's completely cooled down, and then you've got this nice sticky dough, as you can see, right? So having the water in a little bowl next to you is also good, so you can wet your hands, and then you take a bit, so that way it's not constantly sticking to your hands. And you want to take enough, so you've got maybe a bit bigger than a golf ball. So it depends on the size of your bulgur kofte or koupes that you're looking for. So you can go for a tennis ball size of dough. Yeah, so let's do that. Let's take a tennis ball size of dough. You can go for a golf ball size of dough. So you can make them small. They're perfect for little canapes, really cute, you know, little snack. Or you can go for whoppers that we used to have, that my old nan used to make. And that is really what we love. Big, fat koftes that you'd really be able to get your teeth stuck into. So I'm just going to put a bit of water on my hands just to have it round. So there you go. So there's my ball. And now I'm going to just roll it a bit lengthways. That's it. Right now I've got this fat sausage. Looks a bit like a croqueta, right? And then I'm going to push my finger into the centre. Look, does it look like one of those American corn dogs? Is that what they call them? Right, that's what it looks like, okay? But then you want to hold it in your hand like so, and you want to get that, your finger to feel. Don't worry if the edges break a little bit as well, because you're going to stick them together. And what you want to do is you want to kind of create as thin a wall as you can get it, yes? You don't want them to be too thick, okay? So you want to get as thin a wall as possible. So probably about, you know, if you can, 50 pence thinness. My nan was brilliant at this. We used to call her Nene. That was a kind of just an informal way of saying grandmother in Turkish, in Cyprus, and or Yaya in Greek. So we call her Nene. And my Nene, she was a pro at doing this, I'll tell you, absolute pro. So there you go. Well, I've opened it out. I've thinned them out as much as I can. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a bit of mincemeat in them. So this is the mincemeat that we fried off earlier. And then all I'm now going to do is seal it up. So now I'm just going to bring it back together and I'm just going to stick that back. It's as simple as that. Again, use a bit of water in your hands to do that. And that's it. You just stick it back together, point the end, and you can do it so that you've got one pointy end and one rounded end, or really give it a squeeze till you've got pointy end for both, because that's really what makes Bulgur Kofte or koupes. Koupes is that shape. And there you go, like so. Hello my beautiful friends, so we are actually by the oven and we are going to do some frying. Now I've got some oil on here that I've heated up. I'm going to deep fry these wonderful Bulgur Kofte, these koupes, and look at that, look at that. So I've got a few that are prepared and I've got my lemon at the ready as well, so we can have a little taste. Now, how do you know your oil's hot enough? So what you're looking for is about 200 degrees centigrade. If you don't have one of these probes to test the temperature, just get a bit of bread. Just get a bit of bread, break off a bit, chuck it in there. And as long as it sizzles, but doesn't immediately turn brown, because then your roll's too hot, as long as it sizzles and then rises up to the surface and sizzles away, and then eventually goes a nice golden brown, then you know your oil's ready, okay? So I'm going to put that to the side. Now my oil's ready, I'm going to start putting in the Bulgur Kofte. So I'm just going to go, I can do probably all four at once. I've tried to recreate my Nene's old pan. I've got my old aluminium here. Hers were all a bit knackered, a bit dented, a bit wonky donkey on the old oven, but this is good. This is good. They're sizzling away. Really going to cook out and go nice and brown. That's what you want, a nice deep nutty brown colour. There they are, just to show you. That's what it looks like when they're sizzling away in the pan. Loads of oil in there. I've used sunflower oil. You can use vegetable oil. So here they are. Now, that is what you want. Look at that. That colour. That's what you're looking for. It's gone all nice and crispy and crunchy on the outside. Now we're going to cut into that. Oh my gosh. Oh, look at that. That is fantastic. Might be a little bit thicker than my old Nene used to make, but still fantastic. And then what you want to do, you get your lemon juice, you squeeze it all over like that. And then you tuck in. They are fantastic. Perfect. Soft inside, crunchy on the outside. Exactly what you're looking for. Have a wicked day. Stay at home with me. And I'll see you again soon.